Hello everyone, welcome to Commerce Lesson channel. Today's topic is business services. In that, we are going to learn concept of services and its characteristics. First of all, we should know the meaning of service. A service is an action that a person does for someone. In short, services are action such as haircut, mobile repairing, medical checkup, teaching. These are the examples of services. Let's take another example of banking services. We all know that banks provide various kinds of services to their customers. They lending loans to the customer such as personal loan, vehicle loan, home loan, business loan, gold loan. Even we can open an account in the bank such as saving account, current account, fixed deposit account, recurring account. Banks also provide bank overdraft facility to their current account holder. Banks also provide e-banking services to the customer. They also provide ATM card, debit card, credit card, and because of this card we can easily do transaction. About transportation, we can travel anywhere in the world at any time because of transportation. Because of communication, we can communicate easily with each other via phone, mobile phones, email. There are various social networkings website just like Facebook, WhatsApp, and because of WhatsApp, Facebook, we can easily contact with each other, and it is possible because of communication. Let's see the definition of service. According to the Philip Kotler, service as an act or a performance that one party can offer to another that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied to a physical product. See, service is an act. It is an act. Act means an action or performance that one party means service provider, right? One party means service provider can offer to another. Another means service receiver. Of course, after all, it is a customer. So service, it is an action or performance that service provider can offer to service receiver that is essentially intangible. What is the meaning of intangible? Intangible means cannot see, smell, taste, touch, or store. It can only be experience. So, service is an action that one party, means service provider, can offer to customer that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything, means non-transferability. Services are not easily transferable. Got it? So services are intangible in nature and we cannot easily transfer to another. I hope all of you got this point. See, goods are tangible objects that can be offered to a customer to satisfy his needs or want, whereas services are intangible objects that can be offered to a customer to satisfy his need or want. Let's take an example A potato. Potato is a tangible product. That's mean we can easily see, smell it, taste it, touch it, store it also. Whereas a doctor service is an intangible service. That's mean it can only be experienced. Right? So services are intangible in nature. Let's see the characteristics of services. So first point is intangibility, as I explained already. So intangibility means cannot be seen, smell, tasted, touched or stored. It can only be experienced. See, goods are tangible. Goods, I already taken example of potato. So it is a tangible product. And services are intangible, means you can easily see in the picture. Doctor services is an intangible product, right? The important point here is that goods have a physical form and shape. They can be seen and touched, whereas a service is an intangible offering. That is, it does not have a physical form or a shape, and it cannot be touched or seen. It can only be experienced. Let's take another example. Teacher teaches to student. That's mean teacher providing services to their students. So services are intangible in nature. Okay. Second point, non-transferability or a not result in the ownership of anything. Means services are not easily transferred. We cannot be easily transferred to anyone. See, goods result in the ownership of a physical product, whereas services do not result in the ownership of anything. To clarify, let us take an example. When we purchase a pen, that means we own the pen, or in the legal terms, we have the title to the pen. On the other hand, when we go to the doctor to get treated for an ailment, neither do we own the doctor, nor his diagnosis, nor the treatment that he prescribes. So the purchase of service does not result in the ownership of anything. Okay. Let's see the third point, inseparability. Inseparability means cannot be separated. Services cannot be separated from the service provider and the service receiver. Service receiver means customer. See, goods are generally first manufactured at the place of manufacture, then distributed through the various distribution channels, then sold to the customer, and finally consumed. In case of services, the manufacturing, selling and consumption happens simultaneously, almost always. This also brings out another important difference. Physical goods can be separated from the manufacturer of the goods and also from the customer. Services cannot be separated from the service provider and the service receiver. Okay. Let's see the fourth point, inconsistency or variable in nature. Services are variable or inconsistent in nature. See, goods are generally consistent in nature, whereas services are inconsistent in nature. Here is an example to explain this concept. If we buy a particular brand of soap today, then again a month later, there will be no difference in the two goods. purchased. However, if we avail of a particular service, say of beautician, the quality of service provided may vary at two different occasions. This is mainly because services are provided by people who carry with them their own mood, attitudes, etc., which may vary at different times. The quality of services may also vary because of change in the beautician offering the service, change in the time when the service is available, change the place where the service is available, change in the mindset of the customer at the both occasions. All these could lead to a change or variation in the experience of the customer on the both occasion. That's why services are variable or inconsistent in nature. Let's see the fifth point. Differentiate their services on the basis of goods. Service provider differentiate their services on the basis of goods. Another noteworthy difference is that a manufacturer of the goods differentiate their goods on the basis of services, whereas manufacturer of the services differentiate their services on the basis of goods. Here is an example to explain this concept. Manufacturer of consumer durables like washing machines will differentiate their product from that of the competitor on the basis of services like extended warranty, whereas manufacturers of services like a health club will differentiate their services on the basis of physical goods like offering the latest equipment for the use in the health club. That's why service provider differentiate their services on the basis of goods. 6 point, perishability. Perishability or cannot be inventoried. See, goods we can easily store or inventory it, but services we cannot be easily stored. It is a perishable in nature. Services are always perishable in nature. Let's take the example of restaurant. A restaurant that has a seating capacity of 100 people. If on a particular day there are 400 people wanting to eat at restaurant, the restaurant owner cannot create or store additional seating capacity. The capacity here is finite and cannot be inventoried. Similarly, if on the particular day he finds that only 50 people want to eat at his restaurant, the balance capacity of 50 expires on the same day. He cannot carry it forward to another day. That's why services cannot be inventoried. Services are always perishable in nature. Last point is consumer participation. It is very important in services. Without consumer participation, service provider cannot offer the services to the customers, right? Vice versa. And without service provider, service receiver cannot accept the services. And because of this, service participation is very necessary in the process of services. I hope all of you understood the concept and its characteristics of services. Thanks for watching.